Welcome into another episode of
What's the Trend?
Aaron Weeks. How are you doing on this fine morning?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. Guys,
Yeah.
this is episode 45.
45, creeping up on 50.
And we are about to hit our 1-year anniversary of the first time we came in this room
Yes.
and just tested the waters.
I know, it was our pilot episode. I call it a pilot episode, which is basically, if you don't know, it's like our little starter episode to show to the higher-ups to make it seem like we know what we were doing in here, and we were just kind of throwing spaghetti at the wall, but it stuck,
I
so
love spaghetti.
we do.
Carbs, let's go.
We love a carb.
Okay, so you know the drill. But if you're a first-time listener, we're going to walk you through some local events happening to start off the show, and then we're going to dive into all the nitty-gritty and what's happening in music, movies, TV, celebrity news, and Hollywood, for that matter.
Always.
So let's kick it off locally. So, Aaron, people still have the chance. They've got 2 days, in fact, if you're listening to this on the Friday that our episode comes out, for the 167th annual Posey County Fair. These fairs are kind of old.
And I didn't realize how old fairs were, to be honest.
I think Gibson County, where we're from, just celebrated their 178th county fair. So they've been, around for a while.
They've been
Good for the
doing it.
fairs. Well, the Posey County Fair is again happening through this weekend, so you still have a chance to go check it out. Many events taking place this weekend. I had a list on their website that I was going to read for you guys, but just take my word, they've got plenty of activities happening all through Friday night, and then of course at the grandstands on Saturday. So
We love it. We love to see that.
what do you have for us this week?
Well, happening this weekend in Evansville is the WNIN Jazz Fest. Now, this event is back for its 4th year in a row. This year, the event will take place all weekend, beginning Friday at 5 p.m. with high-quality jazz performances, and it all ends on Saturday at 10 p.m. Now, this event is described as being filled with live music, community spirit, and good vibes, which, I love good vibes. Now, come on, let's get into it. For more scheduling information, actually, because I cannot read off all of that, and I refuse to. It would take up too much time. You can go visit their website, wnin.com/jazzfest.
There you have it. Local fun activities for you guys.
Always.
So let's move into our movies category. We're also going to kind of talk, this one's kind of TV, if you will. We're going to break down the Emmys, you guys. So the nominations for the 78th Annual Emmy Awards are officially in. The show's going to broadcast live on NBC. It's also streamed on Peacock if you want to check it out. It's going to take place Monday, September 14th, with HBO Max's The Pit leading the drama categories with 25 total nominations. So Aaron, let's go ahead and break down this big epic night at the Emmys. So I got some notes here we're going to refer to. So starting off the outstanding drama series, you've got The Pit, as I mentioned, on HBO Max, leading the way. The Diplomat, The Gilded Age, Pluribus. Some of these I'm not sure.
All right.
It's not a household name, but it must be a great show. Slow Horses. Now this one I did watch. A Night of the Seven Kingdoms. I'm a big Game of Thrones girly. Paradise and Your Friends and Neighbors, which I want to watch that one. But any of those ring a bell?
I've seen The Pit. The Pit. It's good stuff.
It's great. And
I'm not shocked that it has that many nominations.
Sounds good. And in fact, there's some that Noah Weil is up for lead actor, but we'll get to that category in a minute. So all those shows are great. Again, I'm a big Night of the Seven Kingdoms fan, so there you have it. Let's move to the comedy section because this one's, complete opposite from the drama category, but these are the biggest categories of the night. You've got Hacks, The Bear, which you've watched, no?
No, but I've seen some of it. I don't consider it a comedy.
That's what my question was for you.
It's always been in the comedy section, and it's always confused me no matter what.
It's like if Gordon Ramsay had a written show about a chef in a kitchen, it's high, isn't it a big
it's odd
cooking show? But I thought it was a drama, so
that's what I always equated it to, but go off, whatever.
Dark sense of humor, I
guess.
guess. So you got again Hacks, The Bear, Abbott Elementary,
love,
fantastic. Margot's Got Money Troubles, Nobody Wants This. I have binged that and so have you. Season 3 coming soon.
Yes.
And then Only Murders in the Building, another
I love that show too.
Shrinking and Widow's Bay in your comedy series. So tight race for that one. And then outstanding lead actor in a drama series, we've got Sterling K. Brown for Paradise, Gary Oldman for Slow Horses, Mark Ruffalo for Task, Rufus Sewell for The Diplomat, and Noah Weil for The Pit. Who do you think's going to take it?
Maybe Noah.
Yeah.
But I haven't seen any of the other performances, so it could be anybody's game.
Anybody's game, you know? To the ladies now, outstanding lead actress. And I just did the drama series. So that's kind of the bigger one of the night. Although we love our comedy.
We love everyone of
We
them.
love everyone equally. You got Carrie Coon for The Gilded Age, Chase Infinity for The Testaments, Carrie Russell for The Diplomat.
Oh, yes.
And I think this is Ray Seahorn for, again, the name of the show I can't pronounce, The Pluribus.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I can say this one, Zendaya for Euphoria.
Yeah.
That'll be great.
I would love to see Zendaya go a three-peat. That would be great.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
The kid from A Night of the Seven Kingdoms, he plays the character Egg. If you haven't seen that show, he's like 11. And they recorded him. He was with his friends and his family when he found out that they were getting nominated. And he said something like, I'm going to get to meet Zendaya. And it's the cutest reaction.
Which is a valid reaction to have.
I love it. Okay, Aaron Weeks, let's quickly wrap up our Emmys section of today's show because we got more stuff to get to. But I found this really interesting. Let's talk about the host for this year. So we've got Mariska Hargitay, the beloved Law and Order SVU icon. She's taking the stage to host this year's ceremony. Now, as soon as I pulled her up on Google and saw her face, I immediately knew who it was.
Yes.
But it's cool that they're having her for many reasons. Two of the main reasons, though, is she's actually going to be the first solo female host of the Primetime Emmys in 15 years. 15? It's like our lifetime.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, so Jane Lynch was actually the last woman to solo host.
That's right.
2011.
I wonder why it's taken so long.
I don't know, but good job, Emmys. It's been a minute. So yeah, we said Jane Lynch was back in 2011, which I love Jane.
Oh, I do too.
She's fantastic. I've actually interviewed her before.
Really?
I like it was one of those surreal moments because I was like Sue Sylvester from Glee. But I love Jane Lynch. So
I'm a Gleek, and I hate to admit it, but
didn't age well, but that's okay.
Here we are.
Do you know Mariska Hargitay?
I do, just because of SVU. I'm not a frequent flyer on that show, but if it's on, I will watch some of it because there are some big stars that came up from that show.
Oh, yeah.
That are just guest spots, and I'm like, that's crazy. Okay, go off.
They've also had Ellen DeGeneres host and Angela Lansbury back in 1993. Also, fun fact about Mariska is she's the first Emmy host who is not a comedian to host the show since Angela Lansbury.
That's cool. I think that'll maybe get her to sort of stretch her comedy chops out, if you will. And maybe she'll get more acting jobs in the sense of like, I don't know. We love a good rom-com.
Oh, for sure.
Get her in one.
For a person's career.
Yes.
I mean, look at Nikki Glaser from the Golden Globes.
Yeah. She's coming back again.
She's back again, baby. Let's go.
And more importantly, the Tom Brady roast.
Yeah, oh, yes. That's amazing.
My personal favorite.
She dominated. So that's the Emmys. Again, they're coming up in September. Of course, Aaron and I in September.
We will be devouring because you know our award show season.
We may have to wear a full ball gown.
Oh my gosh.
And suit for the show.
Yes, definitely.
Well, Aaron, this next headline got me because I feel guilty. We're going to move to more movie news now. This one bothered me because I feel like I feel
Did
bad.
you let the people down?
I was supposed to go see what you're about to talk about over the weekend with my family, and I wasn't feeling super well, and so we just called it. So take it away. I should have went now. I should have contributed.
Yeah, the new live-action Moana opened at #1 over the weekend. Now, while the film topped the box office, that wasn't exactly the outcome that Disney was hoping for. The film debuted at just $43 million. Seems like a lot. Oh, yeah. Seems like a lot of money. I get it. But the movie cost a reported $250 million to make, which is a huge price tag, even for Disney standards. Now, this may be a sign that live-action Disney remakes are kind of hitting a wall. And we've kind of seen that within the last year. Now, Lilo and Stitch did kill it at the box office last year, but in the same breath, what came out last year was Snow White, and that was a flop by all standards.
Yeah.
And, you know, in my personal opinion, do you think that the remake game is kind of shifting when it comes to Disney? Because I think this one specifically was an issue of timing because Moana 2 just came out.
Oversaturated. That's
a little bit. They have Tangled, their live action Tangled coming out. I think that may be decent. I think it's a hit or a miss with these.
I think you're absolutely right, Aaron Weeks. They just released Moana 2 like last summer.
It was maybe, again, like Taylor Swift, a little oversaturation can kind of, take away the, I don't want to say mystery, but kind of in a way.
Yes, I completely
Curiosity.
Curiosity, yes. I feel like they well, for one, and this is good that they do this, but it's like carbon copy. I mean,
Yes.
if you watch a live action Disney movie compared to the cartoon, I mean, even like the opening scene, like they parallel it perfectly. So it's like you've seen it already. I'll be honest, when we were going to take our 4-year-old, and I kind of thought, well, this isn't super fun. I've seen Moana a million times as a parent. It's constantly on repeat. That and Frozen at our house. And I thought, well, I know exactly what's going to happen. It's not new, but I was excited to see like The Rock in it.
Right.
But yeah, I don't know.
I think maybe if they waited a little bit longer,
Yeah.
I would say even like 5 years.
Yes.
I think it would have made a bigger impact, dare I say,
Now,
but
so you
I
say
don't know.
Tangled, and I would love to go see
I would love to see Tangled, I'm not gonna lie.
Do you know what I hope Disney does someday in the next couple
What?
years? Is they do Frozen.
They are doing Frozen.
They are. Oh
They
my gosh.
are.
Is it us? Are we cast?
Yeah.
Are we Anna and Elsa?
Oh, can I
Could you
be?
imagine? You're Kristoff.
Can I be Anna?
You can be
No,
Anna.
I'm gonna be the evil prince.
Yes, that's per Hans.
Yes,
Guys,
yes.
we hate to have a spoiler here, but just listen.
Let's just say,
Hans is not what he's
not the nicest guy.
not the nicest guy. My 4-year-old's always like, "Mommy, he not very nice."
Hey, at least she recognizes red flags early on.
She sure does. That's my girl.
That's your girl
That's
right
my
there.
Girl. Raised her well. But yeah, I was disappointed because the poor Rock, he needs, poor
He
guy.
needs the poor guy, please. I'm sure he got a good paycheck from this, but we'll see. We'll see what the future holds. Because again, there are just, like Westerns came in and were huge for a minute and then they went away. So I feel like we're kind of in that weird transition period when it comes to like even superhero movies and live action remakes. It's going to be very interesting to see where films go within the next 2 years.
Well said. See, you put it perfectly.
I try.
I think is oversaturated is
What?
the whole like Chicago Fire, Nashville Fire.
There are a lot of Chicago shows.
PD, ER. It's USI Miami. USI.
I think, yeah, USI Miami.
Close enough.
Fair enough.
It's like,
yeah.
but yet they all do well. So
they all do. I mean, maybe TV is where it's meant to be.
Maybe it's where it's meant to be. So, hey, from movies and TV to now music.
Some good music news. Yes, Madonna has done it again. She has achieved her 10th #1 album with Confessions 2 on the Billboard 200. The new album is the sequel to 2005's Confessions on a Dance Floor, which featured hit songs like Jump and Hung Up, if you recall, of course.
It's so good.
This is Madonna's best sale since 2015. Now, she's the first act with a #1 album in the 2020s that has spanned over 3 decades.
Look at her go.
I mean, just a testament to that career right there.
Yeah.
Now, her new album features songs like Bring Your Love with Sabrina Carpenter and Good for the Soul, which I haven't heard that one yet, but the Sabrina Carpenter one, hit.
It's so
Bop,
good. I love anything she does.
Certified.
Great.
Aaron Weeks certified.
Aaron Weeks certified. That's the gold seal.
I have to tell you, though, I am loving this resurgence of Madonna because I felt like for a couple years she was a little underappreciated.
Yeah.
But that she is always going to have an audience is the one thing.
Yes.
She's always been a fighter for the underdog because she was an underdog herself. And I don't think she forgets her roots, and I appreciate that about her.
I just think she's the OG. All of
she is. She's called the
Rihanna.
Queen of Pop for a reason.
For a reason. And she will not be dethroned anytime soon.
No, definitely not.
Agree. And speaking of another just absolute icon, queen, Dolly Parton, in other music news, has officially announced that her autobiographical stage production, Dolly, a true original musical, is heading to Broadway. I didn't know about this.
No.
This one slipped under the radar for me. All the Moana live action movie buzz.
Yeah.
I didn't know about the Dolly live action buzz. The show's going to celebrate its official opening night on January 19th of next year. So they've had a few kind of like opening nights, like little sneak peeks, but the official to the public will be in January, you guys. So we got a little bit of time here to wait. Now, this was also, that date aligns with her 81st birthday. So she knows what she's doing. About this show. So Dolly co-wrote the musical script
Oh, that's amazing.
Great
Yeah.
writer. And then she also stated that the show, it's not just that outward sparkle, shine, happy. It's also going to still explore like her deep roots, her upbringing, what she's loved, some of the losses that she's endured along the way as well. Of course, she lost her husband Carl
Yeah.
in the past couple years, so kind of going to explore more of the full side of Dolly, if you will. Audiences, of course, are going to get to enjoy her iconic hits like Jolene. You got 9 to 5,
Of
Go to
course.
Callers, and I Will Always Love You. But there will also be some fresh material. Of course, she wrote some new songs for this. She got a new collection of completely new original songs specifically for this production. Dolly,
She really does it all.
she does it all.
She does it all. I can't get enough of her either.
She also just opened like a gas station in Tennessee.
Yeah.
Like her version of Buc-ee's.
Yes, and she's, like, kinda going head to head with
Yeah,
Buc-ee's.
we were gonna talk about it on the show a couple weeks ago, but we were like, there will be more Dolly news to share.
Of
So,
course.
anyways, so what do you think about that?
I'm excited to
Yeah.
see the nitty-gritty side of her.
Mhm.
Like, because from what I hear, her roots are very humbling,
Mhm.
and which she fully admits to. I've
Yeah.
heard her speak about it before in interviews and stuff, and how she grew up in a really, like, I don't wanna say poverty, but, definitely
On edge of
poverty line.
heaven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
crazy, but, I mean, to have that kind of outlook on life too, with that positive energy that she has,
Mhm.
and she just radiates that, just good soul energy, and
Yes.
I'm excited to see what it has to offer, and more importantly, who's gonna play Dolly Parton?
I mean, I am available if they need me
We
to.
can tease that hair
Oh,
to
even
the gods.
higher than it already is, folks. Don't get me started. This is
And she can sing. She can sing.
I
I've
can
heard it
sing.
live.
Listen, you could play Carl, I'll play Dolly. No, it's gonna be good. I'm excited, and she just I don't know how she does it.
I don't
The
either.
woman, she does it all, but she never shies away from those humble beginnings. So
No.
you're absolutely right. Her coat of many colors. Well, speaking of shying away.
Oh,
See what
yes.
I did?
I love those transitions that you're giving us
Thank you so
today.
much. I had a little coffee and I'm doing things.
I
I'm a
love
human
it.
today. So we're going to move to more celeb news,
Mhm.
and they had to shy away for a bit here because we're talking about Justin. Is it
Baldoni.
Baldoni? I
Yeah.
always say like Baloney Baldoni. That's how we say these names.
Yeah.
But I just know him from the show Jane the Virgin.
Yes. I love that
I
show.
love that show.
Oh my gosh,
Highly
so good.
recommend. Aaron Week seal of approval, folks. So Justin Baldoni and his wife Emily have finally broke their, it's been nearly 2-year silence following that settlement of an intense 18-month-long legal battle with superstar Blake Lively. So let's kind of go on a walk here.
Yeah.
I got a lot of words I'm going to get through here. So the couple shared an emotional 5-minute video detailing the toll that the dispute really took on their family. Justin explained that they chose to remain quiet during all of the proceedings to just let the justice system run its course. I couldn't have done it. I
No,
couldn't
I'm
have
too
done it.
mouthy.
Some too mouthy, same. They just didn't want to add to the public noise. Of course, it was all we covered it on the
Mhm.
podcast. I'm going to kind of take you back here, some background. This all started after the movie that Justin and Blake starred in. It was called It Ends With Us. It was a highly anticipated movie. It was a really great novel.
Mhm.
And so they did this movie together, and all hell broke loose.
Yeah.
We started noticing that they wouldn't like make appearances when they were promoting it on the carpet. He was promoting it as like this really intense, domestic,
Yeah.
kind of disturbing movie, and she was like, "Get your flowers and your girlfriends and
And
go
my
watch a rom."
shampoo
My
and go for it.
Exactly. Blake Lively really did not come out shining on this.
Yeah. You finish and I'll give you
Okay.
my opinion on it.
I like that plan. So in December of 2024, Lively filed a lawsuit alleging harassment and retaliation. She kind of had her version of what she wanted the movie to look like, and he had his. Well, Baldoni consistently denied those claims. Those are pretty intense claims.
Yes.
Harassment and retaliation. He denied it the whole time, and he claims that, did not do this, and he even launched his own defamation countersuit.
Mhm.
So he was not taking this lying down. Well, a judge ultimately dismissed the vast majority of Lively's allegations. So the two parties officially settled the remaining claims in May without Justin's studio paying a dime of the damages that Lively was seeking. This entire mess, of course, turned Blake into one of Hollywood's, she was one of Hollywood's biggest it girls, to kind of the villain overnight in a way, depending on who you ask, I guess. She even drug her friend Taylor Swift into the mix, which resulted in their friendship. I think you could say it came to an end because she wasn't invited to Taylor's wedding.
Yeah.
So, Aaron, take it away.
I've been following this since the beginning. whenever this first lawsuit came out, and I had, my preconceived notions of it, of, like, I didn't know. This couldn't be fully transparently true or not, but then there was a lot of information from his legal team that came out. He just came with, like, I think it was over 100 pages of text between the 2 of them and between people involved with the production that were basically proving that she was fibbing a little bit.
Fibbing.
I'm just gonna say, like, she was kind of, over-exaggerating a few things,
Yes.
and I personally believe she saw she was getting some bad press, and she decided, "Oh, I think if she would have just taken the bad press and just kept it moving, we would have been fine." I'm just saying there is a lot to be said about most of the claims being dismissed and then being settled, and that they don't have to pay her a dime. I think that says a lot about the defense and the documents and everything in between.
I agree. I think that was the final word. The actual legal
System is the one
systems.
that kind of I honestly, the legal system kinda was the one that made me fully deciding on, like, where I stood. I
Yes.
kinda already had my own stance, but I'm like, "Let's just see where this goes." And whenever that happened, I was just like, "Okay, so
Okay.
that's where we're at."
I love that you went with the legal system. I went with the fact that she wasn't invited to Taylor Swift's wedding and their
But
friendship
here's the
imploded.
thing, that's kinda telling though,
It's really
'cause
telling. They were best friends.
allegedly, Blake's team was, kind of, I don't wanna say blackmailing, but pushing Taylor's team to come out and support her. But if we know anything about Taylor Swift, she's not gonna be bullied into
No, she
submission,
is not.
especially by a friend. Are you
Amen.
kidding?
She won't
So
allow them.
I think there's a lot to be said about that, and I don't think we've heard the end of Justin and, his wife's story.
I don't think so either.
I think that this is the tip of the iceberg. I feel like there were no NDA signed, clearly.
Clearly.
They released this, but it is I woke up, it was the first thing on my phone, and I was like, "Boop, I'll be
I did too.
watching
I watched it
the
immediately.
full thing before I go to work."
Well, and his wife talked about, those are strong allegations, especially from a woman. And
Yes.
I like that he lets his wife talk
She
about that
talks
end
the
of
most
it.
in
Yeah,
it.
she does. She does. They seem like a lovely couple. They have a family, and it's just one of those things where, if you're going to make really strong allegations with someone like that, towards that's someone's life.
Yes.
And it really impacted their life. It was traumatizing for them. And to have to bite your tongue for 2 years, Aaron Weeks, I couldn't do it.
It could not be me. Oh my gosh.
I'd have to speak my mind.
Yes.
So, anyway, the Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively saga.
We definitely haven't heard the end of it, that's all I'll say. Can you imagine? I wonder if Blake and Ryan Reynolds would come out with something similar.
Yeah, I
feel like no, though.
I feel like Ryan
I
is
feel
just
Ryan is tired.
Yeah.
Now, do you think they're gonna
I have
split at
wondered
some
and
point?
wondered because from anything I have just come to just this unraveling of Blake
Yeah.
Lively, I she just doesn't seem like the greatest person. It isn't she's the mother of their, 3 or 4 kids,
Yes.
but, it's hard to say. I just have one strong opinion.
Uh-huh.
As somebody who, without this sounding like a humble brag,
Sure.
I interviewed celebrities for more in the country
Sure.
music realm. Celebrity is a strong word, but I interviewed people for a living for 10 years. And, you interview stars. I've interviewed Dolly Parton, all these people, and they
Yes.
were kind. And even if my questions weren't the greatest, they answered with kindness and grace and treated me like a person. One thing that rubbed me the wrong way
Uh-huh.
is when I see how she has acted to the press in interviews.
I'll say that.
Yeah, that was besides this whole Justin Baldoni debacle. I have just seen clips of how she has treated members of the media, and as somebody who interviewed people,
Uh-huh.
to kind of in that realm, not quite to that level, but I just thought, treat people with kindness.
They're
We're
just trying to
people
do their
too. Yeah,
job.
I know I don't always ask the best questions. Sometimes you get starstruck and nervous when you're meeting someone like her, and I have just seen her time after time treat people pretty poorly. And I always liked Ryan Reynolds, and I
Yeah.
just wonder if you marry someone like that, if that
I
eventually takes its toll. So
I
what
don't
do I
know.
know?
I don't
Peeking
know.
behind a curtain I don't even know about over here, but that's just my opinion.
That's
So as
We're
somebody
here to
who
give you our
interviews
opinion.
people for a living, I don't like the way she treated the people
I've
asking her
seen some of
questions.
those interviews resurface where she's been just, very dismissive towards
Mhm.
the people,
Mhm.
especially the one you can look it up on your own time where she's talking about the bump.
The bump, the
There's a woman who was interviewing her saying, "Congratulations on your bump," because she
she'd come
announced that
out
she
and
was
announced it.
pregnant, and Blake Lively was like, "Congratulations on your bump." And I would have been like, "Okay, well, this was a
Well,
lovely
this was a
time."
lovely interview, and that's a wrap. So
Yes.
also, they're there to promote their movie. Be
Yes.
nice to the media. Sometimes we can
Please.
help you.
I would have released the unedited version of that and been like, "Go for it."
Go for it, sis. Again, we're too mouthy.
Yes.
So that's our take.
Uh-huh.
Wow, that is we'll close that until
Yes.
the sequel comes out.
Yeah.
The live
Can only
action film.
imagine. Ooh, the doc.
The doc. Have you seen these TikToks lately where
Yes.
people it's guys, you gotta go look it up where
I
people
guarantee we're gonna get a documentary on it if we don't already have one on
It's in
it.
the making. It's a Taylor Swift album.
Absolutely.
Okay, so we're gonna shift gears a bit. Hated to see this news, Aaron.
This one
Take it away.
sucks. Sad celebrity news. Sam Neill passed away at the age of 78. He's best known for his role as Alan Grant in the Jurassic Park franchise.
So good.
The native New Zealander's family says he died surrounded by the ones he loved in Sydney, Australia. Stars like Steven Spielberg, Nicole Kidman, and Toni Collette shared social media posts paying tribute to him. Notably, his Jurassic Park co-stars Laura Dern, Ariana Richards, Joseph Mazzarello, and Jeff Goldblum were the ones that shared their posts as well. This one hits because it was definitely growing up, that was a movie that we loved as kids.
Yes.
Especially me and my brother. My brother is that's, I think, maybe in his top 5. Jurassic Park is.
When he stands up in the Jeep and the epic music
yes.
rips off his sunglasses.
It's so good.
It's so good. He was in Peaky Blinders,
too,
more recently, and just so many big films. And I saw where the family released a statement saying that he passed away with this is like dignity and like just true Sam Neill. But 78 is so young.
It is.
You think it isn't when you're a kid, you hear 70s, but more and more I'm like, oh no, like that's my parents are in their my mom's in her 70s. So I think he had cancer.
He did. He was in remission.
Yeah.
But the cause of death hasn't, at least when this episode airs, hasn't been released yet.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Well, we hated to share that.
I know.
He will be remembered, but his movies
fondly.
live on.
Absolutely.
Well, we'll end things with a high note here.
Yeah.
I love it. Let's do this the way we always do. Let's start out with Today in History.
Yes, on this day in entertainment history in 1988, if you're listening to this on the Friday when it drops, Shark Week debuted on Discovery Channel. Now, Shark Week, if you don't already know, but you should know, is an annual week-long TV event that focuses on shark-themed programming, which has got to be your daughter's favorite.
She loves sharks. I've raised this little girl up right. She's 4, not scared of them. Of course, she's never been in the presence of a real shark, so we'll see if that changes. Yeah. But we took her to the aquarium and in Gatlinburg, and she always, there were dolphins and mermaids, and she was like, I want a shark. So she's got these giant, we got one years ago when we took her, picked out a blue shark, and then we went back this past summer, and I was like, all right, baby, pick out, one toy if you want from the gift shop. And she was like, I want another blue shark. And she knows what she wants. She's very decisive.
A woman who already has her eye on the prize. I gotta respect it.
I tell you, I am very indecisive. She knows what she wants. And she's like, I want another blue shark. And we were like, we already have a blue shark. So now we have 2 giant blue sharks that we sleep with every night.
Love it.
And I grew up, I loved Shark Week. Oh my gosh, Aaron. I remember I had this little bitty TV in my room. And I remember like on summer break, just staying up till like 1 o'clock in the morning, just watching Shark Week and just
so good.
Just a nerdy girl, but I loved it.
Shark Week's great.
Sharks.
It's also like, I mean, my interest peaked when I first watched Jaws, for sure. It was so good.
Bruce.
And then Bruce the shark.
Bruce.
And, it just is something that's always captivated, like, the general public. Hence why there's a full week dedicated to it.
Creepy.
And it's still going on.
Yes.
Which is, how many years is that? Math is hard.
Man, math is very hard. It's
almost
a long time.
It's almost 30 years. No, almost 40 years.
That is wild.
38 years.
That is wild. Thank you, Discovery Channel, for this gift.
We love it.
I even watched a little bit of it this year. It was on.
Did you?
And there was some team, and they were trying to tag tiger sharks a very aggressive shark.
Yeah.
I'm just like,
Tigers and bull sharks and great whites are the ones that are,
as we
of
watch Shark
course,
Week. I know, I love
get into
they're
it.
fascinating because they're monsters. They're like, but then they're also
Yeah.
beautiful, and it's what's
I think they
crazy.
have a really bad rep,
Yeah.
but also, like, they are ones to watch out for.
They need a new PR team. So
A little
I
bit.
feel like they are just dinosaurs too. I feel like it's
Yes.
insane to me. Like they are just the ultimate predator. Like they have
Mhm.
everything. They're fast. They're big. They've
They're
got really
definitely the
sharp
reason
teeth.
why I don't get in the ocean.
I don't anymore. I look back to how far I used to go out when I was a kid.
Me
What was I
too.
thinking?
I was like, "What?" Genuinely, what was I thinking? Because I would see my mom
Yes.
freaking out
Yes.
and we were in Florida, so, all bets are off in Florida.
That's often PCB, baby.
Oh god.
We went to Panama City 2 years ago, and,
They don't do spring break anymore, do
isn't that
they?
wild? They shut it down.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. We grew up in the years where PCB was,
I may have went a time or two.
yeah, we've all done spring
Club La
break.
Lila. Pineapple
God,
Willies.
that's insane.
There's Shark Week and there's Spring Break Week, and I'm not sure which one's scarier.
I was too afraid to go on spring break because my family would be really pissed off at me.
I did not really it's like I got, like, peer pressured into going with, like, a group,
Yeah.
and my best friend
Did
and
you have
I,
fun, though?
we had an okay time. I think we thought
It is a lot of people, though.
it was a lot of people, and we were too young to do we couldn't go anywhere because we
Yeah.
were not 21. It was silly, but I remember my best friend and I, we called our parents, and we were like, "We kinda wanna come home," and they were like, "Just stay." Like, the thing was, it was so cold when we went. It was, like,
Oh,
in March.
yeah.
We
That's the
we were
really
freezing.
like, that's the one thing where,
Yeah.
oh, you're gonna have spring break, but it's actually freezing when
But
you
you know
go.
what? It probably saved me from getting in the ocean and getting ate by a shark.
True, true.
Silver lining.
I'll get my feet in, but, like, barely at that.
Do you have one fun shark fact, that's hard to say, that you wanna share with our audience before we leave them today? Any
I don't
close
know if it's a
encounters
fact.
or any fun shark-related content before we
Ooh, I the only thing that comes to mind is, like, the New Jersey shark attacks that happened in, like, the '20s
Oh,
that inspired the movie Jaws,
mhm.
and it was, like, within days, and, like, each like, I hate to say it, each death in the literal New Jersey shark attacks was inspired by, like, a death in the movie.
Oh my gosh.
But they think it was all the same shark. I think that's why.
True.
Yes.
That shark was she was mad.
Pissed.
She's pissed. Something made her mad. It's usually
Pissed.
the girl. It's usually female.
Yep,
Great whites. So
that's true.
I think it's amazing. Like, I don't think I've ever seen them like birth. Like, great
No.
whites have never been captured like giving birth.
No.
And nor have I. You'll never see it. But,
Until the tape leak.
till the tape leaks. My closest shark encounter was, and it's a stretch here, when we went to Panama City with our little girl, again, who was like 2 years ago. It was just my husband, Will, and I. It was like our first time, just the three of us went to the beach because we do like a big family
Yeah.
trip. And we kind of last minute were like, let's go down there. And it was our very last day, and she had not wanted anything to do with the ocean until that very last day. She finally let my husband Will carry her out to like waist deep water, and they kind of stood there and they played around. It was fun. Well, then we go upstairs and we're like, all right, put her down for a nap, kind of start packing because we were leaving the next day. Womp womp. And all of a sudden, we were just we hear like this commotion, and we see like the trucks go by, and like we hear this like kind of siren and stuff because just a ways down from us, about an hour after we came up, is when those shark attacks. Do you remember? The shark
Yeah.
attacks that happened kind of there near Destin and Panama and kind of that string. And it happened like a mile down the beach from us. And I remember seeing like the trucks go by, and I was like, oh my gosh, how scary. And so I told my husband, I said, I wonder
We don't
when
do
you were in that
that.
water if that shark ran by. Swam.
Swim by.
They don't have feet. Fun fact about sharks today, I want to
They
share.
don't have
They
feet.
actually don't have feet, so you guys learned something new today. So anyways.
Yes.
Well, summer's in full swing.
Summer
Shark
is
Week.
still here.
We're talking county fairs and Shark Week, but I think that'll do it for
Yeah,
this
yeah,
week.
yeah.
We'll be back next week, guys.
Always.
Ask and you shall receive.
Of course, and you can catch us on Apple, Amazon, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts. Go to 14news.com under podcasts. You'll see What's the Trend tab. Latest episode will be there, and we're also on YouTube.
All right. See you guys next time.
Bye.